Hey guys, welcome back to the Design Gist podcast. My name is Annie, your co-host, and I'm here with Elsie as always for your weekly dose of design, exploring everything from like latest trends to conversations happening around the industry, both like globally and like in or centered around Nigeria and Africa. So we've missed you guys. It's been a while. Life happened, but we're here. Speaking of life, how's your week been, Elsie?
To be honest, my week started out a bit shitty,
Wow.
but I think everything has balanced itself now. Oh wait, today is
What?
Monday. Just started the week actually.
Yeah, but like we're talking about last week. We're
Okay.
talking about last week.
Okay, so I was right,
Mm.
but I think it's
What happened?
balancing
What made your
itself
week
now.
shitty?
I don't know if I want to go into
Don't.
that.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
Yeah,
I
it's
get
just
it.
life though. It's just life,
No
like things that
oversharing.
happened and everything. Yeah.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I'm okay now. I'm better. I think it's mostly like overthinking, but now I'm better.
Hmm. One more.
Yeah. So
Who no go overthink,
yeah. So how has it been?
bro? Um. I went on a 2 week holiday recently to focus on submitting my project to the school.
Oh, it's needed.
It's needed, but I thought, holiday now, when you get holiday, you're supposed to use it, spend it doing nothing. Like, just because you get paid time off, spend it going anywhere else. But I couldn't go anywhere because I had to submit my projects, and I just felt like all those time just went away, like trying to get
Oh,
this. But then it makes sense because that's the whole reason why I'm in another country. Like that major project now is like the basic reason why I'm here. So the holiday is over now and I'm back to work. And it just feels crazy, man. It feels crazy. But other than that, what happened again? I went to the club, but it was shitty
oh my god.
because we're not in Lagos where you can just go to the club and you know that you're listening to Afrobeats from beginning to end. Here you have Indians, you have Jamaicans, you have Asians, white people, everybody in that same club. So the DJs have to take turns with their music.
Excuse me. You mean
Yeah.
they're playing their music there or
Okay,
something?
they did not play. Actually, they play some Indian hip hop. Yeah, I think
Wow.
I heard some Indian or maybe Arab hip hop yesterday, and it was just like a deal breaker. I mean, no, it's not like it wasn't good music, but just culturally speaking, it doesn't get you there. Like on like when you're hearing your music, I don't think that's maybe I don't know maybe
I think
offensive,
it wasn't like
but
familiar music is what you
like it was
meant.
just like, what am I doing here? So when they now play Ashake now or Rema or something, your energy will just come up again and you feel like
Yeah.
you're actually in a club. So it wasn't really great, I won't lie. But that was the only downside of the week, Sha. We're back. We're back to another week of grinding. So yeah. Yes, so there's this I don't know if I should introduce it outright or just go and say it. The product shout out thing. The
Yeah.
product shout
You can
out thing.
introduce it like a bit.
Okay, we have this thing where we want to start like shouting out products that we are impressed by. So each time when we come on the pod, we are going to spotlight a product that we are using. It doesn't have to be a product actually now. It could be like an experience,
Oh yeah.
like maybe the process of going to the
Mm-hmm.
cinema now and from paying for your ticket
Or
to entering
booking,
the
yeah.
cinema, like if it was something that was impressive, would shout out
Or
or
shitty.
shout it out. Or what?
If it's not impressive, we'll
Oh,
shout
okay.
it
Or
down.
oh,
Whatever
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
is. Or
No,
shout
no,
it
let's
in.
do it like we first do the shout out one, and then we'll do the one where it's like, thumbs down. This sucks. Sorry, this sucks.
Mm.
But then I feel bad about that too, cause like
Okay, let's do mostly shout outs. Like we can
it's true,
just focus on
cause
shout outs.
okay,
It's positive. Yeah.
positive vibes,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, positive vibes,
at least for now,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, the one thing I saw that really impressed me this week, I was looking for events on Meetup. Meetup is like Eventbrite. It's
Mm-hmm.
like gets invited to things or so register to attend things in different places. So I joined this group Webflow Webflow meetup. It's Webflow, but they do it in London every month where people come together. It's like that ladies that
Yeah.
UX, but it's Webflow people coming together to do stuff. And I signed up. So the good thing that happened was that when I signed up, I was signing up to meet up for the first time. And then when I signed up, it was like there was like this congratulations, like there was a pop-up and there was like congratulations, there was like confetti on the design. They now said claim your 5 freebies. So I was like 5 freebies just for signing up. Okay, let's see. I know it's a scam, but let's just see where this is going. And then the first one was claim 2 packs of beer, free beer.
Are you for real?
I'm serious. I went to the site. Then I found that the catch-22, the fine print is that you have to, you will not pay, but you pay for sending it to your house. I was like, I don't really drink beer, so I don't really want this. And I went back to the remaining 4. There were things like wine. But the wine one was the one I wanted to talk about, the one that impressed me. And that's when I got there, I was hooked by this. They did like a quiz, like a questionnaire to kind of see your level of knowledge about wine, to see what kind of wine drinker will you describe yourself as. And it was very well designed that at the end of it, I almost maybe felt like maybe I should start drinking wine, like with the way they did everything.
Wow.
For real, it was very nice. And that's like my shout out to like that entire process of reeling me in from meetup to the wine websites to me thinking if I want to change my lifestyle to becoming an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I really like that. That was nice. Hats off to them.
Wow.
So do you have anyone on your mind?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay, next week, Abby.
Maybe.
Next week. No, you definitely have for next week. Okay.
Yeah.
Should we dive into our topic?
Yeah, let's dive into it.
Okay. What are we talking about today, Seth? Ethical social media again, right? Okay. We did part 1 before. We did one before, but we wanted to like delve. I don't like saying delve again like this now. They say an AI word.
Are you serious?
Somebody said it's an AI word. That if the guy said if he sees it in someone's resume.
But it's
Speak now.
this is why this AI thing is becoming like too crazy. Because when someone like me is writing, I'm not saying that I'm very like good in English or anything, but there are words that I feel like is just common. Delve is a very common word. Delve into this and is for AI. It's not a common word. Is it just me?
It's a common word.
So
that's why I
it's
feel
now
too.
Suddenly an AI thing.
This thing now, I wish you were on Twitter when it happened. It's a cultural thing. I think in the US, maybe they don't use those words very well because maybe they only use simple words. But Naija,
They speak English for them.
if you don't speak, people will not even take you seriously. You have to speak like you know where.
An AI word. Are you for real?
He said if he sees it in your resume that he would just it will maybe like take it away that okay these are people that use ChatGPT to write.
That's crazy.
I know the Nigerians just enter, they give, they collect. Like, what is this man saying? Delve? I don't know, Sha. I don't know. But anyway, we want to delve into the more granular parts of ethical social media, like the parts that we didn't cover last week. I don't know. I feel like we can't ever finish talking about it. If you say you want to talk about anything, you can't finish talking. So not to waste any more time. We want to go into a deeper level. We want to talk about privacy concerns. What are the solutions that designers can actually implement in terms of ethical social media? Not to say that designers are the ones that will fix the problem, because it's not designers that will fix the problem. It's really the platforms.
Most of the problems,
it's the platform that will employ the designer and tell the designer what to do. Designer cannot just come one day and say Twitter is toxic, so you need to, the designer doesn't have the power. But what if given the responsibility, what are some things that designers can implement and others and stakeholders? So do you want to start us off? We're with you.
Wait. I think the first thing to talk about like privacy concerns.
Yeah.
Because I think we touched up on it last
we did.
week. But we just like brush up on it this week and then try to we first try to talk about some of these problems that is already being encountered, and then try to, before getting to the solutions part, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so privacy concerns, like we said, the first thing is, what is privacy all about? Like that's how in social media and on platforms, what's it all about in the first place? Do you have anything to say about that? Do you want to like?
Yeah, like when I hear privacy, which is it's a good question you ask me, because if you ask me about privacy, I really, as a user, I don't have anything to say. I don't know. I don't really know about privacy. I don't care about it, to be
Yeah.
honest. I
Yeah.
don't know. But I know that, oh, these are some things that all these platforms are supposed to put in place. So, but when it comes to me as a user, I'm not very conscious about it. To
You're
be
right.
fair.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
I was talking to Fiona the other day,
Yeah.
and she was talking about I think we're talking about platforms on I think it's LinkedIn or portfolio website, something like that. I can't remember what we were talking about, but platforms, yeah. And then she said something like, yeah, because of privacy issues, this platform is not okay. But then she was like, not like I care, that she doesn't really care.
Even Fiona doesn't care.
Like she doesn't, because we're already using all these things. That's what I think too.
Right.
We're already using all this that we're already using the internet, we're using social media already. So it's like caring so much about your data and all those things is like, to me, it's like almost like a mute point. Not like it doesn't work, but to the point, I get why people are talking about it, because people, they overdo it.
Is it the platforms or the users?
The platforms overdo it sometimes with privacy, like how they collect privacy and how they use it and all of that.
Like collect their data.
Data, I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I say collect privacy to collect the data. So, but in the normal world, like if we shouldn't be too concerned about
We shouldn't
privacy.
be.
No, I say in the normal world,
Oh,
we shouldn't be. But because of the way these people are using the data
That's
they're collecting, that's why people are like,
very, very paranoid.
concerned about, and so we took, and so you were right with
Sorry, I just wanted to add that when it comes to financial information now, I feel very differently. I'll be like, see what happened now just a few minutes ago.
Is a part of it.
But that one, I'll be afraid. I'm very concerned about privacy. I think it's very, very important. But when it comes to maybe my data, like, what do you really talk? What does that mean? I don't really know, to be honest. As a user, answering as a user now. But I'm listening to you.
Yeah. So anyway, that one of the things we'll try to find out is how do platforms collect and use user data, because I think that's where there's so much issues, mostly online. If you're on social media, people are always like they care so much about how their data is used and all of that. But I found out I was reading a snippet of an article on Google Scholar. The one I said I couldn't get into, and I was really surprised by what the person was saying. The person was saying that it's older generations that are more scared of the data than younger generations. And I'm so surprised, because I thought
you should read the other way.
Yeah. Because I feel like on social media these days, the people that are always talking about it are younger generations, in my opinion.
But me, I'm like, imagine if you were not born in that era, like, let me say Gen Zs and maybe a few millennial generations. That's the era they are used to, social media. But the ones before that, they are not used to all this login and sign up, change your password. Like, it's not something that they were born into. Like, we now, when we started using phones, we have to be logging in, we have to be changing
so
passwords.
So you're saying is right for them to be?
No, that I won't say it's right. I don't know about the statistics, but me, I feel like they will hate
sense.
it more.
It makes sense.
They will hate all these things more. Accept cookies, personalize. Like they will be tired and
What's
just
first? Cookies.
frustrated. They will be frustrated by all these things than someone that your very first phone, it's an iPhone, for example. Yeah. So I mean, I feel like it makes sense.
Okay. So the first thing is, how do platforms collect and use user data? So they have like data collection techniques, and part of it is the information you give them, your activity on the platform, and then the information when you are trying to sign in or whatever, and then you're giving them like your name, location, which is normal. Most times our location is even on.
It's already on.
So it's like
bro.
Your birthday, email, those things.
Your birthday.
And the activity, whatever you like, comment, share, the messages you send, they say is logged and then is they track
It's
it.
logged.
Yeah, they track what you view and for how long you view, and this makes sense because sometimes when we're having conversations, this is one thing I've not really understood. And talking about something else, and then you go online at another time, you start
Bro,
seeing it.
see, that thing
Some people are like they're
uncanny.
listening to you and all that.
Yeah.
Some people are paranoid about
I
that.
don't want to sound like I'm a conspiracy theorist too, but I don't want to sound like that. But me, I just feel like it is actually real. It is happening that
Okay.
it is happening that maybe your conversations are being listened. I don't know. Let me not say it for a fact, shall
Because no, but it makes sense because so many times happened to me that
honestly,
where
me
we have a
too.
conversation and then go online and seeing that thing.
Do you know the funniest part, Elsie? Like even when I'm speaking another language, like I'm speaking Yoruba, for example.
No,
I'm telling you, this thing
no.
has happened more than once before in our house. When I was living
This
in
is
Nigeria,
crazy.
I would say something, or my mom would say something in that language, in the language, and then you start seeing ads. I'm not playing.
In
I
the
sound
language
crazy
or
as
English?
well.
Is it in the language or English?
No, where they see Yoruba ads or Igbo
No, but
ads
I feel like no. Sometimes mostly in Nigeria when we're speaking, we speak English and
and Yoruba
Yoruba.
together.
That's one
Okay,
thing.
maybe
That
got the
this book I'm
context.
reading right now,
What
bro.
book? What's the book?
This book, what's the name? Say
Do you remember?
the
I didn't
girl
read the
that
book.
the
Oh, the
girl
girl with the
that
dragon tattoo.
that's the first one.
Yeah.
This,
Oh,
I'm in the third one now.
you read the third one
Yeah,
already.
the girl who
Wow.
something with fire, something like that. But yeah, so this particular book, she's all about. It's mostly about hacking and all of that. A
Oh,
lot
wow,
of them.
nice.
So what I see is that someone can listen what you're saying, but how they program it is listen to someone says, for instance,
For
privacy,
keywords.
keywords
For
exactly.
Keywords.
So they listen to it and then they pick that thing up and then that's what I saw in that thing.
I'm very sure where you get home now, or maybe when I start using YouTube now, you see an ad about
I have seen that.
maybe keeping your stuff private, or I don't
I've
even know,
seen
VPN
privacy
or
stuff. No,
something.
the last time we talked about it,
Yeah.
that we're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
When I went into one of the ads I saw on
Right.
God, like I was just like, what's this now?
Okay.
So anyway,
Sha.
sorry.
I'm listening.
So anyway, so that's part of the whole the way they collect our data, the hidden data. That's another one I saw that surprised
Sorry,
me.
I have a question. That's what I wanted to ask that time. Sorry, I have a question. Do you feel that maybe those there are some maybe pop-ups that we mistakenly say yes to that makes them log certain information that they are not supposed to log. I mean, they're supposed to log it because we gave them the consent to it by mistakenly pressing yes on. You know, there are many things that just comes and you're so eager to get to the information you're looking for. You just press yes. Is that what is going on, or is it that they're just keeping these things logged?
I feel like that's what this hidden data I want to talk about.
Okay.
I feel like some of these things they're keeping it logged. I do believe that they're keeping it logged. The reason I say that is my automatic response to one of the small. I told you now, they even is to reject cookies, for instance, to say no. So I'm always like, I'm mostly it's even that I spoke to them. Sometimes I just be like allow, so that I just go on to what I'm doing. But before, if it's to go and do manage preferences and then
are you serious? You
serious.
actually do that?
Yeah, I do that. I'm serious.
I've never done that.
I do
You're
that.
deep.
Yeah, I do that. Not manage preferences on the they will show instead of
There'll be
them,
another page.
some of them
you take
don't
you
want
to.
don't want to put say reject here.
The way they word
will not
it.
make it to like go to a different
Dark
page. I used to
patterns.
go and then say no, whatever. But yeah, but the thing is, I feel like there is, to be honest, it's already logged because this thing saying hidden data. Hidden data is like images you upload might have location data embedded. How? Do you get?
It's true, yeah. You
And
know,
then-
the iPhone, the image.
Yeah.
If you look at this,
Yeah, if
more information, you see where it was
Yeah.
taken and
The time and all those things.
interesting.
So facial recognition can identify people in your photos.
Bruh.
Bro, like it's just there's so many. I feel like so many.
There's
layers
so
to
many layers
this
to it.
thing.
It's not
So,
just social media.
I don't
again.
think. I think the phone. Fire using smart devices. That's what all the smart devices are already, and all that. So it's just like
Sorry to interrupt you, but you said something about birthdays. That just reminded me of something important. It's not important, but it's just interesting. Like, if there are some astrology sites that all these your zodiac signs,
Yeah.
your compatibility with your soulmate, all those kind of very funny things.
Yeah.
If they have your birthday, they can start kind of targeting some things. I don't know if they do it, but I noticed that is even when I did not log my birthday in certain places, you start seeing your birthday, look at who you are compatible with based on your birthday, look at your zodiac sign, something something. I like the astrology world is very very, like they use that birthday a lot.
Yeah.
When they have that your data, they use it a lot,
Because
especially on social
everything
media.
is like around your birthday when
You
you're
know,
born. And
like
all,
your,
yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's another thing. So that's how they get your data, right? Then now how they use your data. This part of the things where this thing comes of like targeted advertising. So like I said, this is the big one. Like this is the real thing. So they use the data to build a profile of you. So of the users, when they have it, they build your profile, including your habits, your interests, even your emotion. Oh, bro, like these things are crazy. But
Your
basically,
emotion.
yeah, I think sometimes some of us, like people that are into social media very well. Some people vent very much on social media.
Like
Some
me,
people,
God.
I feel like even now, there's one thing about this journaling stuff that came out. This journaling,
Is it the
iPhone
iPhone journal app?
journal stuff
Yeah.
again. The part of or people around you might recognize you, might get your data, whatever. Might just be a part of it that is just like obvious now.
Yeah.
What if what you're writing to might also be logged in
Bro,
their system too?
because I use that thing a lot too.
Oh, are you serious?
All my life
I
secrets
can
are
never.
inside. You write it down.
I like
My
to write
problem is that somebody can
journaling.
pick up your journal by mistake and start reading your shit. Like that has happened to me many times.
This one you're logging for strangers to see. Anyway, it doesn't
Which
matter.
strangers?
Like I'm saying,
Is it the companies?
What if
Okay, what
these
is
things you're
okay,
writing?
okay.
Because I feel like it's definitely going to be there. Like
So
it's already
scary, though.
logged into the their system. Like they already have access to it, obviously.
I need to go and delete everything. I need to go and buy a diary
I'm
I
not
can
walking with them.
padlock.
I'm just saying.
No, but I'm actually now scared for real.
because it feels like there's no way you can say you're having
Text.
they're having a phone or laptop and you think that is they have privacy. Like
It can be hacked.
some
Anything
of
can
them
be
not
hacked
even
into.
hacking. You don't get my point. Like,
No, I don't mean it in the normal hacking sense. Like I'm just saying like a word hack.
okay,
Like someone
Like,
can.
you're not supposed to. I feel like even the people that made Apple or Samsung or whatever you're using, they already have those information. There's no way you can tell them that they don't have access to those information on your phone.
Okay, you know what we need to do, especially for this journaling one. We need to go and actually read what.
And do you know why I believe this? And
Yeah.
when they are like kind of a case, for instance,
Yeah.
why do they think they go to your phone providers, for instance, to get your data? They go to whatever, try to get your data. There's so much thing to it that
So
we
unpack
don't-
here, actually.
we don't have time to go deep into it like that.
Oh more.
So get to the next one. So with this targeting of targeted advertising,
Yeah.
when they get all this your data, they now use it to give you like targeted adverts.
Ads.
So those ads is something that you probably need, and the probability of you clicking on them is higher.
Because
Because
they
if-
know you.
Yeah, because if you're thinking of facial or skincare routines,
Skincare.
and then you're seeing ads on buy this particular whatever product and all that, I'm constantly seeing it. One day you're going to just click on it.
Someone like me, I don't shop like that. I cannot just see something that it's an ad now and I just go and buy it. I have to have heard like reviews from people I know and trust, or maybe multiple reviews on social media. There is a lot, and not maybe bots. I cannot just go. But then that's just me, Sha. Let me not
There might
speak for
be people
everyone.
but what
Yeah.
if one day they not catch you in your weak state?
Which big state? I
Like-
mean, I don't even have money. That's the real part.
That's just the thing. Like, that's
I don't
just
have
the thing
money.
too. Like that,
If I
Because
had
it's
plenty
not-
throwaway money now, I can be doing it for that Christmas for the brands.
yeah.
But when you
Like
said something
Christmas.
now about emotion, that just reminded me of TikTok. I think you must have seen that video. The girl made a TikTok. She said she thinks the way TikTok brings up comments for different users are very, very different.
Oh, I saw
You
it.
ba?
I did see it, and
Ha.
she
That was
she
a
said
little scary.
her boyfriend did that.
Yeah, that the
Bro,
comments for our own
her own
were
was
on the
different.
female side, and the
And
boyfriend's one was
one,
misogynistic or
Yeah.
something. I was like,
It
are
means-
you for real?
But bro, if that's correct, then that means
They need to buy. I don't know,
that's
Sha.
crazy.
I'm not speaking.
That's actually crazy.
It's
to be honest.
crazy.
I saw it. I was like,
It's
God.
crazy. So it's
We need to
keep you
actually
in a
try
loop.
this thing.
Like
you and I
like check the I don't use TikTok like that. My own
but
is
you
my
have
own
TikTok though.
poison is Twitter.
No, but you have
I do
TikTok
have
though.
TikTok,
We'll
yeah.
just try it, like any video you have.
But I feel like we're similar people in a way.
No, but we'll try and see.
Okay, we could. We'll try it.
Yeah,
Do
because
you try it now or
might
like
be-
after?
No, not now.
Okay,
I
after.
don't think we should try it now.
Okay.
We don't have time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we should try it. And so they like here. Then the next one is content curation. Your feed. What shows up on your feed?
That one, yeah.
That makes sense because, like, and but this one it makes me, I don't know.
How? What does it make you feel?
I get this part of like what shows up on your feed, but why is it that, like for me now on TikTok mostly I've been trying to do UX design stuff, but I still don't get a lot of that when I go.
I
Like
think
I try to
this
watch
is
and watch it and then but I still don't get a lot of that when I come
I
back
think
in.
is a platform thing because this thing now, if I did it on Twitter, my entire timeline would just be UX completely. Maybe TikTok's algorithm is designed differently,
there's
but it's
no-
poor the way it's designed.
So
It
we were
doesn't
talking
make
about
sense.
TikTok the same way that if you watch.
Oh,
if you
really?
want- yeah, those shits and gigs guys. Those Fuhad, I know you don't know, the black guy was telling the
I
white.
actually know them.
Oh, are you serious?
Anthony
So-
forces it on
Okay,
me
so
every
Fuhad
time.
was telling James one time that
Yeah.
because James at that point said he doesn't really use TikTok that much. So because of the kind of things he sees on his feed, and Fuhad was like,
Yeah.
if I hand you your phone that and just you
Do it
start,
once.
yeah, and you start seeing. So I was like, but I've
But
been
you told me
watching that stuff.
You told me this thing once, but the way you said it is like if you engage with a certain kind of content repeatedly, you see the content, but maybe after 2 days, the thing
Resets
resets
itself.
back to a very
But
useless
there are
timeline.
those ones that I've been watching since that kept those followers, those influencers that keeps coming back. I've not
Back to your
engaged
page.
them. I've not liked their stuff. I don't think I've liked their stuff recently.
The way the algorithm
I don't
looks is
know.
not. It
I
doesn't
don't know.
look maybe
Maybe I'll
was
try
well.
what you said, like engage, maybe liking US design content more. Let me see if it
Yeah,
works.
or comments, or is there anything
I
like
have strength
retweet
in
on
comment.
TikTok?
Yeah, they have reposts or something like that.
Maybe reposting.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know how that thing works, how that reposting thing works. So that's another way to do it. And then that's what you see on your feed, obviously. And then this to improve their platform, which is like the obvious one.
I think this
I
one is
don't
not
think
bad.
yeah, that's what I want to
Yeah.
say. I don't think it's that bad. So they
It's
look
like
at how
feedback.
people use their site, and then they can make changes to make it more user friendly. I think that one is okay. But this next one is that's crazy. Selling your data. That's why people were scared of iPhone. And some. Then that guy in Andrew Blake's class that was talking about this Apple privacy issue.
I definitely was not in class that day.
Probably. I don't know if you guys.
Is
have
it
come.
the library guy? It's only the
I
library guy.
don't know if you guys have resumed by then. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Because I know that the class was few. I don't know why. Which class was that? I can't remember.
It has to be Andrew Blake's. Is the one.
No,
that's
I know Andrew
classes.
Blake. I know it took us two
Okay.
different
Oh
research
yeah,
methods
yeah.
and so
Okay,
I don't know which
major
one it
projects.
is.
Okay.
So, but the guy was talking about this selling the data thing, and I can't remember what he was saying exactly, but I know that he's basically saying like it's a mute point. I think, like thinking of the data is secure because they say your
Because
data
they
is
tell
secure.
you it is.
Yeah. So he explained it actually, but I can't remember what he explained. But I think it made.
Have you seen
sense.
Silicon Valley? You need to watch Silicon Valley. They it's like the way they did the film is like showing tech, like
Yeah.
how tech is in the real world, and
You
they
know-
did
you know
this
they have
selling your
Silicon
data
Valley
thing.
for real.
And now at San Francisco, so
they
they were
did
making
what?
they sold like they were selling people's data for real. Like the way it is like they will just get people to log in, then they'll just carry all those people's information and maybe give to another platform for money, so that they can target them with email marketing or something like that, or I don't know, subscription.
Yeah.
I don't even know how it goes. I don't know the model for this,
Yeah.
but I know that this selling your data was depicted in Silicon Valley for real.
Yeah, but I think one of the ways they try to do it is to make it, like I said, anonymized. Like, they know that this data exists, but you don't know if it's yours or whose own. Probably. I don't know if that's the way they all do it. It's possible that's why some of them might do it. But then that's the way all of them will do it. But even at that, it still doesn't prove
It's
because
not ethical.
how they it's not ethical at all.
It's not ethical.
And-
Because I
and-
didn't consent to this now.
Exactly, and they themselves are selling it. They
Yeah.
don't know how is my
Okay.
they're selling. They don't know how
How
they're
it will
selling
be
it to
used.
yeah, exactly.
Sorry, can I quickly I saw this infographic, which is like one thing that was when you asked me that how do I feel about privacy concerns. I think it's important to share this infographic where they said while most people are broadly aware that companies collect data on them, they don't really know what specific type of data. You know, we've talked about
Yeah.
login, your date of birth, your name, your location. There is social network friend list where maybe your followers on Facebook or your followers on TikTok, I don't know, your TikTok have followers. I really don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Followers on Instagram, Twitter, per
All
se.
that followers, every social media, this and that.
Oh,
followers, I
that's
think.
why it's social media, I guess.
Yeah.
So there's that they can take that data, they can use that data, your social network friends list. They can take your location, which we've already said. They can take your web searches, what
Yeah.
you're searching for.
I think I mentioned
Yeah,
that,
you did.
Yeah.
Then there's communication history, chat logs, IP addresses, and web surfing
Okay,
history.
this is very like that's simple. Like most of these hackers, they don't know what they usually
Like
use.
they already know what's
Yeah.
So I just thought it would be nice to just list
Web
those things out
surfing.
because it's important to know. Okay, when we say data, like these are the real, like the deep things. I mean, not deep.
So
right?
what's the infographic about?
It's showing. They did a survey, I guess. Yeah, they did a survey on what do people like. What's percentage of people who realize what they are sharing. So only 27% of the sample size realize that they are actually sharing their social network friends list.
People even
And
realize it.
it's most people that actually realize
People
it.
don't realize they're sharing location.
See?
5%.
You see?
Are you serious?
So that's why it's important. Like to be honest, I'm probably part of this 25%. Like
I'm not part
it's
of
like
it
I
at
know
all.
it, but I don't really know it on a
Do you know what
conscious
I
level.
say? I know part of it.
Yeah.
When you go on Google, when I go on Google, it's something I've always noticed and something I've always like
Paid attention to.
wondered about. Basically, when you go on Google and you scroll down to the end, when you type something, you scroll down to the end, it gives you your location where you are, or your approximate location where you are. Depending, why I say approximate location is that sometimes the location is turned off on your computer, but it still gives you approximate location where you are.
So it knows where you
So
are.
even though your location is turned off on your
Can't
computer,
hide.
how come it knows where you are? You get what I was saying, that this hidden data is a part of the way I believe it, that this hidden data stuff is part of the way they collect data. It's true. Because even that's why I just left my location on, because like what the hell, what's
You
the
already
use?
know it, so
Yeah.
there's no
So
need.
what's the need of pretending like we don't know what's going on? And then the next point about this privacy
Concerns.
is surveillance capitalism.
Okay, I actually don't know what this means. I can't lie.
Even I didn't know what it means. So I'm going to read out what I just saw first of all before going to it. It says surveillance capitalism is a term coined by Shoshana Zuboff.
Shoshana.
You know this person?
No, I just know the name from a film.
Okay. So to describe a specific type of capitalism that thrives on the collection and analysis of personal data.
Okay.
So what it means is that it's different from government surveillance in that it's driven by profit, not necessarily by law enforcement. That's what he keeps saying. And then so it's like these people collect your data. Companies collect vast amounts of data of our online and offline behavior.
Offline day.
Yeah, through apps and smart devices. All these apps and all these devices that, because they're going to keep using some of these apps, then they have offline apps and all of that.
Yeah.
So they collect it and then they analyze it and turn it into prediction products that are sold to other businesses. And this makes so much sense because it's like sometimes when it's part of that, it's almost like part of the targeted advert stuff.
Targeted ads, yeah.
That is not ad.
Yes.
I feel like it's almost part of it in a way. But this one, they collect it and sell it to other businesses. So that means these people are building their products based on real data, but they're not even collected
But like,
ethically.
oh,
Yeah, because you didn't consider, like, if it's user research that they're actually
Like, yeah,
carrying out,
usability
it means that,
testing or
yeah, if
something.
something like that,
Yeah.
that means you know what the user know what is going. You tell the user what the data is being used for, whatever they say to you. But this one you don't even know. But then they are using not just your data, but offline behavior, like everything about you. That means they do it in a way that you must buy. Basically, that's how you see, because now they
My
know that
God.
this is how you spend. So they build things based, just like that supermarket
This is so
example
dystopian.
where you see where they how they position things in supermarkets.
Yeah,
That's just part
that
of
thing
it.
is, yeah, that thing.
It's
Wait,
based on,
that
but that one
thing,
is just like physical, because it's not like,
but that thing, is it ethical? Will you say it's ethical?
that's the thing. That's one thing about this kind of things. I feel like there's always like a
A
gray
thin,
line.
a thin
Yeah,
line.
you don't know, because some of these things are based on how people spend, how people buy, and all those things. What they want you to guide you to do. That's what these people are doing with surveillance. I think that's basically the main thing. I don't want to.
Also, that one, as you said, is physical. So it's like you can see that, oh, this is what people are doing. Okay, it's my choice to shop here or not.
No, you can't see.
You can see it now, because it's shops like let me not mention names, but they will rearrange everything every week. That if you go there to buy maybe ice cream now, you will not see. Okay, frozen section is always the same, but if you are looking for certain things, they change the location of everything.
No, you don't get my point of that thing.
Okay.
My point is like that thing I'm trying to talk about is like that one they put a particular kind of product at the entrance when you're entering. And then they put some other like ice cream that's always at the end.
No, but I think those ones is like the ones that are about to maybe expire.
No, they did it on purpose.
Oh,
I read a bit about that thing, and it's just like, God.
Me, I didn't know.
Are you serious?
What I was thinking is the way they rearrange. There are some shops that don't have aisle number and category.
That one is a different thing.
That one is like they want you to move around so much so you can buy
put...
shit you don't need.
Exactly. All those things. Not even the ones that have aisle number, whatever.
They still do
some of the products that people always buy. People like love to buy.
Yeah.
They put it at the end.
The front.
At the end.
Oh, at the
you like
end.
to buy,
Yeah,
because you have to go through all the other ones you don't want to buy
before you
get to that one.
Wow.
So it's part of it, like it's
crazy. From an economy that has no money. Like we're literally make we not even enter that one.
So I think I don't want us to go too deep into the surveillance.
But I get the gist.
Stuff.
I get the gist.
People just try to get your data and then sell it to other people and they turn it into prediction products that are suited. So basically, like they use your data to predict. I feel like that's why I understand it, to predict what you would like, and then build those things for you, or get those.
Do you know what funny thing is that? Me too, I've designed something like this in one of my assessments, and that means that entire project now is non-ethical. How? It was the voice assistant that I designed. The way I did it, I was like, okay, sorry, wait, the difference is consent. The user has to consent.
How? But I
you have to consent.
How do you get those data? I want to understand how to get those data that you're using. No.
Okay, I'm good.
No, it's not it at all.
I'm good. But anyway, so is that that's privacy concerns, or at least the ones we can say for now around it, but.
So if anybody wants to find out more about surveillance capitalism, you can do that.
I'm actually very invested. I want to go and understand what's happening.
It makes sense to do that, but I don't want to
get scared.
Not scared, like start having like when I'm using stuff and I'll be like, because like what do you want to do with it?
Exactly.
Whatever.
So there's mental health and well-being concerns, but we talked about this already, like in the past episode. But just a few parts to just gloss through is the clout industry, as I like to call it. The clout industry is a booming business where people can just buy subscription on Twitter, £4, and they will just start saying rubbish so that they can
subscription on Twitter. What do you mean
yes, no, there's that premium. Before Twitter is you could be a premium user if you apply for it, and then it's not everybody that can be the blue tick. But now you can just since when you can just say, okay, yeah, I'm subscribing £4 a month, I think.
And
you get a blue, even if you are I don't want to say you are a nobody, because I'm also a nobody. Like,
if you're nobody like us, then
say like us,
you become
like literally ordinary people that have nothing substantial or anything.
That didn't have followers. That don't have followers like that.
I don't even have followers. Stupid people. I'm sorry to say, people that they are just very
what to say.
They just come now. So there's one I saw just a few minutes before you came.
Yeah.
The person just lied that my landlord gave me 60 days to move out
I was
without
saying that
anything.
stuff. I didn't
It's
really
a
like read
lie.
it. Ah,
It's not true. He just did it for family engagements.
you're kidding
I'm
me.
telling you. So people will just come online now. Like there's also one that is even rampant on TikTok. The girls, they say they are 30 years old, they've not found a husband, they'll not be crying that how am I supposed to live without a husband at 30 years old? It's not real. They're farming for engagement still. So it's an industry at this point.
It is
It's an
actually.
industry. So yeah, the thing that interested me is about people these days wanting to be influencers more than, like, they care about being influencers more than they care about actually building their career from scratch and moving upwards
That's
and
very
gaining knowledge about things.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also categorize us as people who want to be influencers, because why are we doing a podcast? Because it's like everybody wants to show the internet that, oh, I am this, I am that.
No, I feel like the reason for me though, I feel like in this day and time, no matter what you are doing,
Yeah.
you just position yourself online. It's not just for like
That's very,
being
very sad,
influencers or something like that. Because I don't know about being influencers, but I feel like it's a
Okay,
way
it's true,
to
sure.
like move forward. Because if, for instance, now we are you're applying for a job, and then you have something that's like this, and you're telling them that, oh, you have this and
I
that.
have this to
It's a
show
way
my
to show
work.
that you know what you're actually, because if they listen to it and they're trying to make
That's
us, if
true.
you know what you're doing and all that. So it's about positioning yourself mostly.
Because
but then people now turn
influencer,
it into influence.
you know, I think influencer means maybe a brand will give you a product to say, okay, these people sent me this product
I
to
don't know what
show.
influence I use anymore.
I'll be good answer. But what me, I think it was like the basic definition of it is like you are getting products from one company or one brand. So because you have plenty followers, it doesn't even mean that you use the product. You are just going to influence the maybe audience to go and buy that product. So I don't think maybe we are those kind of people yet. Sha. I mean, at least not yet. We might sell our soul, but we don't know.
Yeah, who's so? My soul
Me at
belongs
the
to
age,
God.
oh, me at the age. I want
My
to
soul-
travel, please.
I
I want to travel, bro.
Don't tell the world.
Okay, at least. But I'm just joking, Sha. There's also cyberbullying. There are too many to count. Like too many of all these kind of
That one
concerns.
doesn't even need any
But wait, though, these are a reason why I wanted to bring this. I really wanted to talk about this thing. Whose fault is it when cyberbullying happens? Like, is it the platform's fault when somebody is being cyberbullied? Where maybe the person, like all these trans people, trans ideology, maybe there's somebody that doesn't believe that women, trans women are women now.
I think that's when design solution. I don't think it's their fault per se, but I feel like they could put some
Put some
measures
things
in place. For instance, that's what came to my mind. I didn't think about it that much. So I don't know if you can just dispute it if you have anything.
No,
or
you're a
anybody
designer.
So what I'm saying
Spits,
is,
yeah.
For instance, if the platform could put something like a part where they could just turn off somebody's comment, not the whole comment. I know that now, right now,
Bro, that's a very, very slippery slope.
I know that right now.
That's a slippery slope.
It's always is,
but I like the idea.
But right now, you
Me, I
can
like
show, like,
it.
people that can delete comments and all of that. Who delete people's comments?
Who can delete someone's comment?
Like if on my page.
Yeah, on TikTok.
Comments. Can't I? People delete comments now.
No, they can hide. Oh, I'm speaking from Twitter, and I don't know about or X. I don't know about other social media, but I know for X a lot. You can't delete someone's comment. The worst thing you can do is to hide it. But even if you hide it, so people know where to check the hidden, and when they see the hidden tweets, they will see different kind of ungodly things there.
Like, you know what I mean? Like now,
Like,
I have
okay,
a page, and then I post something, and people comment under it.
Can't
I, like,
no, I don't think you have the power
Instagram
to
has
delete.
that stuff. Is it
No,
delete
Instagram
or
doesn't.
Unblock or I say block?
No, I have had a stalker on Instagram that it would just be coming to comment on my page. I had to beg him, please delete your comments because I can't do it. I don't know whether they've what's the word now? I don't know whether they've updated though, but me, I know that you can't because I was very frustrated that time. That why just stop commenting on my posts, just
Oh, really?
so I know it's not possible.
But I thought I was saying anyway. Okay.
But you know that why
Yeah, I
why
get
it's a
what I'm
slippery
saying.
slope. I think that's the whole issue with the old Twitter,
I know what,
where
I feel like I know
they
what.
removed Donald Trump's tweets. Were you online then? You
I
know
was offline.
Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump, Kanye West. I don't know. There are some celebrities that their accounts were taken down from Twitter. So people were now like, there should be freedom of speech. You can't just single one person out and say they can't talk. That doesn't make sense. So because of that, now Elon Musk, now everybody and their grandmother, every different kind of person,
Bro,
they can
that's
say
why I hate
anything.
Twitter.
They
You
can
can see
see.
dead body on Twitter anyhow.
Guy,
You can
things
see
wey I don see
anything.
on
People
Twitter.
fighting every time. What was
Ha.
that? I don't
This
like
afternoon
Twitter.
alone, when I was lost in the threads of Twitter, I saw a very racist person. I've never seen such hatred before. Like, how can somebody tweet something like this? Like, why? Why do you hate black people so much? It was actually very sad. And if it was the old Twitter, you will not see those tweets again. You will see this, maybe this tweet violated the Kiniko.
Yeah, that's
There's
supposed
nothing.
to
I mean,
be.
I've not seen that thing again. I mean, I don't know whether I don't know. Sha.
Wow, that's
But you
crazy.
every kind of section and faction and group, they are all on
It's so
Twitter now
crazy.
talking.
But the reason I say, to my own point of view, why that feature might be, like you say, the slippery slope. The reason I see that is that if I have it now, then that means if I make a post on my this thing and then
Yeah.
someone comments bad, I'll not hide all the bad comments and only the good comments. Someone might not be
That's
able
true.
to
Sha. Or
read
like maybe you posted
So, a
maybe
bad thing and somebody's not like
Okay.
against you. That's another way. So you have to
Okay,
think
okay,
of
it's
like
true, Sha.
a way of
No, but
controlling that, but that's just
I don't know. It's that thing.
And that's
It's
the
that
reason
freedom
why-
of speech thing.
and that's the
You
reason
can't
why
get around
this
it.
whole privacy data thing is
Yeah.
is like you say, let me just use your word,
What?
slippery.
Yeah,
slope,
it is.
slippery
It's a slippery
slope because
slope.
it's like there's on one hand figure
Freedom of speech.
on the other hand protecting people's data.
Yeah.
Because now the only way from our point of view where you can do that is putting some of these features in place. But then that means some people might not be
They won't be happy. They will not be happy. They will say that you are.
yeah.
There's a word for it. I can't remember, but they'll just say you are controlling, like a dictatorship.
trying
Like
to,
you're not
like,
allowing
yeah.
us be ourselves. You know, everything. There is also doxing. We've seen many cases of doxing and all those things.
That's bad.
Harassing
That is
people
bad.
online. These are things that
Putting their
cause
addresses and phone number. Personal, that's doxing. Bro,
people can be evil, Sha.
it's crazy.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about like practical solutions. We didn't really talk about it in depth the last time we had this talk. So there are different types of ideas that exist. Some social media have already started doing it, to be fair, but it would be nice to have some things like this as well. So an example, I think Facebook, but me, I've not seen this actually in real life. They said they have in-app resources and links to helplines for people that are struggling with their mental health. Maybe they are suicidal or something.
So
Yeah.
I'm sorry for this conversation,
No,
but
it's fine.
I'm struggling with mental health. I'm not going to fit inside reading resources.
No, the way I see it,
Okay.
the way I see it, because I've seen this happen at least 2 times where
Okay.
somebody is on Twitter tweeting in real time. This is my last tweet. Buy a world, buy a cruel world. I'm going. Bye bye. They are suicidal. So maybe imagine that they have a button right on that app, because first of all, maybe this is kind of acknowledging the fact that people are addicted already to social media. So that's where they always go when they feel like life is. So maybe as you're feeling suicidal, tweeting this, you just see the helpline say call this number if you're having suicidal ideations or suicidal plans. So it's like easy access. I know it looks like
I think the way, to me,
yeah.
the way that might work to me is this. If there's a button, because I'm thinking of it now, like that, the example you just gave,
Described, yeah.
the person making that video is definitely not going to press any button. I don't think so.
You
Probably
never know.
the probability okay, let me put it this way. The probability of the person pressing a button to call helpline is not high in that
don't
at that
agree.
point in time.
Okay.
Wait, that's my own point of view, the way I see it. Because do you know what it means to be mentally?
I actually do. I told you I worked with a
No, not working with you,
mental
but for
health
yourself.
organization.
For you yourself, do you know what
Sorry,
you,
what I just wanted to
the
say
reason I
is
said-
okay. Say
let
your
me
reason.
just finish my own the
Okay.
way I see it. the way I'm saying it is, if I'm already complaining and talking about this is my final call, before someone gets to that point in their life, like, to me, I don't think they'll press that button. So the reason I feel like it might work is if there's a feature again
Yeah.
where the viewer, because I've seen I've heard of a story where the person on a crime is being committed right on social media, where someone is killing somebody or somebody's committing suicide, but nobody knows what to do because they don't know where the person is staying, they don't know where the person lives, they don't know which country the person is from, all those things. If there's a feature where someone is watching that kind of stuff and they can easily like you know how you report this page,
Like
for
a mass
instance.
reporting.
No, not like reporting, not like reporting to take down this person's system, but
No, not take down. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
but,
mass. Like, everybody
can
doing
just
it to
point
show attention.
so that the authorities can easily get to that point, or maybe
Yeah, that sounds ideal.
that's what I feel like might help. Like,
That sounds ideal. But what I wanted to say is that if for sorry to say this, so it sounds insensitive, but if someone is coming online to tweet, "This is my final tweet, goodbye world," if somebody is serious about suicide,
it might be a cry.
this sounds very insensitive.
Okay,
And
no,
I'm very, very
I get what you're
sorry.
saying. It might be
But-
a cry for help, is what you're trying to say.
No, it's like you are not going to be like you're
That's
not
what I'm
going
saying.
to want anybody
Don't
to
say what
stop
I'm
you.
saying. All I'm saying, yeah, you don't say you don't want to be sensitive.
I don't want to be
insensitive.
to sound very,
So
very
what I'm
bad.
saying is, if you're still coming on like say this is bad,
Wait, let me finish my
help.
point. Yeah, not cry for help alone. A cry for attention. A lot of people that are depressed.
I suppose you want to say attention.
No. When I say no, this is the thing. When I say attention, it's not. It doesn't have to be a negative thing.
Yeah.
As human beings, we all want to be validated. We all want attention. Like, everybody might not agree, but everything we do is literally for an attention of sorts. This is where I think, shall. It's literally for an attention. So it doesn't have to be that maybe they're attention seekers. No, that's a negative connotation. I'm trying to say that some people just are lonely because they don't know who to talk to about some problems, and they are just tired of maybe trying to talk to anyone that doesn't understand. So that attention I'm saying is not that maybe they are attention seeking, that they are not really depressed. They might be really depressed and suicidal, but maybe they just need someone to just hear them and just validate them, like, oh, you exist and I acknowledge your pain.
I get what you're saying.
So if you have
sorry, let me just
yeah
just to buttress the point. So in social media where a young boy was on a call with, I don't know how they do this random call stuff. They just be like with strangers, and so this guy, very young boy. I don't know if he's up to a teenager, but very young. I think he's a teenager.
yeah continue.
And he was like, and the person was like,
Yeah.
the last person that spoke to me told me to go kill myself.
Was it the
Person.
streaming thing you told me about?
That's about it.
I think on the last episode you told me about one streaming that the person could see comments. They're now saying go and kill yourself.
And what happened?
I don't know.
No,
Remember.
not
It's not that one.
This one is all this kind of platform where you can just dial somebody's or whatever, call the person. Yeah, she is.
Continue.
So anyway, this one is the boy now said he was in a call with somebody, so he will call you. You know, I don't know how they do it. I don't know the apps they use.
Yeah.
I don't know which app they use, but you be online. It's like it's video, and then I'll call this person. I don't know if they're calling in or something like that. Talk to this stranger. Person, if you are done, person will go, and then someone else calls and something like that. I don't know how they do it, but this boy was on that kind of call with another person, probably a little bit older than him, and the person was not like, I like your cap, you know, trying to compliment him, and he was like, thank you, and then he was not like viewpoint him, I was like, the person that spoke to me said I should go kill myself.
Are you sure he's not saying that thing to farm for engagement?
He's a small boy.
See, I don't trust anybody anymore. I'm sorry.
No, but anyway,
But
the reason I'm saying
imagining
it is
if
that,
it's real, that
the
sucks.
reason I've forgotten my train of thought now. But the reason I'm saying it is that if it's real,
Yeah.
and then I've forgotten.
I'm sorry, but me, I was just
Like,
trying
all
to
this
describe the
stuff.
reason for like why that kind of feature might help. Like having a quick link to a helpline, it might help. But at the same time, like thinking from it as a Nigerian, as an African, I don't think that would help me as a person, because first of all, I don't know if I just already feel like if I call someone now, they might laugh at me. I don't know why I just feel that way. Like I don't see Nigerians as this kind of people that can have, well, that's if it's a Nigerian social media app, for example. Now,
Even if Nigerian social media, even if you need to say it's TikTok. TikTok is different from different country to country. There are all
and
the
so
rules
if
and
imagine
everything.
if there's a Nigerian version of, like, in Nigerian TikTok
Twitter
now,
or whatever.
is
Yes.
it, which helpline would they like take you to? I'm trying to just imagine how it work in a Nigerian context. Like, if there's a Nigerian person using X, for example, and they are suicidal, and let's say X has the feature, and they press the helpline, where will it lead them to?
I don't know, but it
Okay,
won't
there
be, it
should
won't
be
be
a-
like police. So it won't be like police. It
Make
will be
police
like
go put you for jail.
it will be like all these other bodies. For,
Okay, like money, yeah, it's true.
Huh?
Like mental health organizations.
Yeah, it will be like something like that.
It's true.
That would be
I think there should be a
that would be
Lagos
the body.
suicide hotline.
Or
So.
else, or else, TikTok themselves will have, for instance, platform themselves will have it probably they created for that kind
So
of thing where they can report.
A white person will not hear me.
No,
Sorry.
no, it doesn't. Where they can appropriately channel it to the right channels doesn't mean that, yeah. Depending
Well,
on,
I'm
because
just
now
thinking
from
around
their
it,
point they
sha.
know where the person is
Yeah.
calling is
Their
having that
location.
yeah the location,
Okay.
so they know where to forward
Where
it.
to-
I feel like it might help to all this online suicide that are happening now, or crimes.
No, me, I
and
think
all
it's a
of
good
that.
feature, Shao. I was just thinking around it, that how would that look like to a Nigerian user and stuff. But it's better than nothing, really. You
Yeah.
never know. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, in
Then
Nigeria, I
there's-
don't think it's going to be to police. I think it's be to like money. As you said, I
Okay.
don't know what money is, but yeah.
There's also other solutions, like platforms launching campaigns to educate users about the potential negative effects of social media. But me, I know that there's no even if a platform does it, where are you going to put it? Like imagine Facebook now launching a campaign to educate users about the negative effects of social media. No,
it's
they're
going to be like
supposed to.
interesting video, whatever.
Yeah, I
that's
don't
what
even
my watch.
think it makes sense.
Like-
Why don't you fix the problem of social media having addiction, rather than, it's like saying, oh, I'm selling this bread, or this bread is so nice, come and buy this bread. But you need to know that this bread is also very poisonous. You just need to know that for a
But
fact.
but
Why don't you just take out the poison?
when we're thinking about this and think about it from the stakeholders' point of view too.
I don't care about the stakeholder.
But you have to. That's the point.
I'm sorry, I care
Why
about
is
the
that thing
stakeholder.
outside? Is it bad? It's not going to go bad.
Shit, let me put it back. Sorry.
Yeah. So what all I mean is that
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
these people, that's the reason why this addiction thing is on purpose. It's on purpose. They're looking for more and more ways to make it easier for you to scroll social media.
Yeah.
That's why I see even X, Facebook, all of them now have video that just keep endless scrolling.
And
It's
that
now
endless scrolling
like,
is
it's wild.
And it's not only on social media now. If you go on like Temu, Shein, Zara, not even clothing
it's
websites
crazy.
too.
It's true.
Even like maybe just a
Just
random
realize
person's
it.
app that maybe they sell clothes, just a random independent fashion designer.
It's on purpose
It is
now.
it is endless scrolling now. You can't just say, oh, this is the end, let me just. It is like you have to stay there and keep making choices, keep looking.
How does it work for them? Like those people that are selling, for instance,
And
clothes.
it's true.
How does it work for them? Because I may end up not buying because I remember
because
seeing
you-
several. No, I'm broke.
You're
Whatever.
not even broke. I don't say because you're on the spectrum, but sorry.
But you know, no, I give up. The point. What I'm saying is that I've noticed many times I went on Amazon, for instance, to go and get something, and ended up scrolling for hours, not knowing what I'm
Same.
doing, and slept off with my
Same,
phone.
and I'm
then
not
woke up the
interested
next
again.
day, and then I have to like whatever.
Oh, I've even forgotten.
Yeah. So what does it help? How does it help them?
So, maybe it's
Well,
just
I-
people like us that, as you said, maybe we are not very financially free to just start buying shit on random. So maybe people that have like, maybe they have like $15,000 every month where they
Makes
can just
sense,
use it to
sha,
buy
but-
earrings.
But I'm
They
not
will
broke
do
in
that.
Jesus' name.
I beg you. No, you're not broke. You're not broke. You're not broke.
serious.
Okay. Moving on to more like solutions
yeah.
as per in terms of design.
Can I
There's-
just input
sure.
one thing because of this? It's my mind. I'm not gonna forget it. This privacy story, they be like when you're about to enter a site, then I'll be like, I've read I accept privacy.
Bro,
They should please do away with that shit first of
that's
all.
a very, very good point.
Bro,
That's a very,
they
very good
should.
point. And that's why I was writing about opacity. They are doing it on purpose.
All of these of purpose, yeah.
They are doing it on purpose. They don't want you
They
to
want you to
read
read
it.
it.
They want it to be very cumbersome.
Because even if you go there to read it, it will
No,
be
if-
so
like
you
bro
won't
who's
know
going to read
start
that
from.
shit?
It's
Like
so
reading
long.
a contract for every website I visit or on every app I use.
And they make it so long. They can make that in one sentence, but no, they want it to be so long so that you are
And you
confusing.
won't even know where it is.
Because except you're a lawyer and you're reading, or even if you're a lawyer, how many will you be reading?
For
a day?
every app you use or for every website.
They do it
I
on
think I don't know
purpose.
if I mentioned it last episode, but it's Google Assistant. You know Google Assistant now. When I signed up for it, that's the one time I know that this company made it very transparent to let you know that this is how they use your data and this is how they are
How did
collecting
they
it.
do it?
As you were signing up, it was part of the onboarding process. They've already included it in the onboarding process that first you can't skip it, and they did not make it
Yeah.
long distance.
You-
They showed it. They even gave you a list that okay, these are the kind of third party third party apps that will use your data, and they'll tell you why they want to use it. So you can opt out. It's like a checkbox. You just do a checkbox. Why is this highlighted? You just do a checkbox of everything.
So you see, I'm right. That means all those long things they're doing, they can just put it in a paragraph at highest or whatever.
Not even paragraph. It will be like a
Bullet
like a
points or
survey.
whatever.
Do you know how you feel when you're filling a survey? Just
yeah.
step by step. That's how
They
Google
can do
Assistant
it,
did
but
it
they don't
that
want
day.
to do it that way.
They don't now.
Because they know that they are not being ethical. They're using our
there's
data
lies
ethically.
there.
So they don't want us to find out. That's why.
So I think that this is a very important point, especially for designers. So I think this one alone is like a call to designers that okay, what if people just start designing the UX of transparent data.
Do you really think
this thing?
This part will be designers' issues?
It's not. I'm not saying that they should do it. I'm saying, what if designers play around how this thing is presented? It's like I'm asking designers, maybe listening now, that how can you turn that 1,000 or 2,000 word PDF or 2,000 word document into an easier thing for users to understand?
Yeah.
I'm not saying. I've already said in the beginning that it's not the designer's decision to make. It's not the designer's power. I'm just saying, just imagine you're a designer that has this task now that okay, how do you make your users feel that you are being transparent with their data concerns or their privacy concerns? So that's a challenge
they can
for
comment
designers.
their answers.
It'd be nice if you please or start designing. Let's know, like, let's see what it can actually be like, because it's actually a big task for a designer. Like, imagine how it will be. I just feel it would be a very interesting task.
Yeah, the reason I feel like it might not be a big task is if the people themselves give them the important point, not just long. Because if you tell designers to go and read through and then
It's not only one line. All these things is not just like one line.
No, not one line. I mean,
it's
like
a couple of things.
I mean that if they can get the real gist of the thing, the real meat
the way
of
they will
whole
now
thing,
present it.
that's what they now need to now look for how
But
to
you know,
design
also it's not only like imagine Google Assistant's on now. You wouldn't want all the brands to present it the same exact way. So that's why this is a challenge or an interesting challenge for designers. Okay, how many different ways can you present data or privacy information to users in a way that they will actually understand what they are reading and they won't be very bored and just decide I'm not doing it again. So that's a great point.
And
Let me write it down. So
contrary to what these companies think, it's possible that I will read this privacy thing and understand how they're using my data and still not care.
Yeah, which is why I say I'm one of those users that I don't really care.
They just feel that, and it's
no, but the way
secrecy.
Google Assistant showed me, I wanted to care. I don't know if no, I'm not even being funny. Like, I actually wanted to care because they showed me systematically that okay, this is the third party app that will do this. If you want, say yes. Like, it was now like a very interactive process that I could follow and like, oh wow.
No, what I mean that if you can say yes or no, you can opt out of it.
Yeah.
But these ones, they don't make it easy for you. You can't opt out because you have to accept it and accept it before you now move on to the next one.
They
do it on purpose.
They do it on purpose actually. Bro. There's also time management, and this one I think exists in a way where you have like putting time limits on. There are apps now, but I wouldn't say they were made by the social media platforms. But there are apps like that help you with your screen time limits. That if you spend like 15 minutes, like Apple, I think Apple the iPhone itself has that integrated feature that if you spend more time, it will just remove you out of screen time limit. Then there's one on Reddit called Bananas. which is very funny, but I like it. So it's to show you how many bananas you've scrolled. So if you scroll too much, you say you just scrolled 28 bananas today, you have a potassium overload, like potential potassium overload. So it's a funny way of saying you have spent too much time on social media. You need to go. There's also one bot like that I follow on Twitter, but it's not made by Twitter. I don't think it's made by Twitter. I think it's just a bot that a developer developed, where if you follow the account and you keep using Twitter, you just see the account will tweet something that you deserve some rest, time to leave Twitter, or stop talking and go and sleep. So like it just kind of like remind you and prompt you that you've been, but it only comes when you've scrolled a lot. Yeah, so when you see it, you know that okay, I think I need to go and chill. Then there's all normal stuff like filtering content, like muting certain words or muting certain people or blocking people, but then that blocking
before you move over from that particular one.
Yeah,
I think YouTube has something like that. You know, something to say like yeah, like if you're watching YouTube for a long period of time, you just keep watching it. It's a point to just bring a pop-up and say continue watching, yes or no. So that in case you're just playing and you're not really like watching it or something. So when it stops playing, you now come back to them like
return
yes,
to yourself.
I want to, or no, I don't want to continue watching.
Okay, I think Netflix does this too.
But
Netflix does this as well.
Oh really?
Yeah. Say continue watching or don't ask again or something. Yeah.
Oh, that means okay.
But I don't think I use YouTube
for YouTube. It's for video, not for they have YouTube Shorts these days. Not that one. That one like minutes.
Like TikTok.
Even Twitter now have
Even
TikTok.
Twitter gets Instagram Reels, Instagram
Facebook
Explore page, Facebook save.
Yeah.
It's like there's one conspiracy that maybe the aliens have already invaded this earth and they want to destroy our lives, and they just made us to be distracted by all these things.
I think it's greed. That's my own point.
By the companies and the ads.
They want you to just keep using their app and keep using their stuff, so they just want you to just be addicted. Now everybody's turning to zombie using TikTok,
literally zombie. Even me, I will be on the road like this and I'm just looking at my Twitter because I'm bored. Way
people we are cleaning ourselves with drugs. People are taking drugs. Have you seen some of these American streets or whatever? You see them like real life zombies.
Like seriously, what's the difference? If you look at people looking at their phones, walking on the road.
I'm talking of drugs. People are using drugs.
No, I know, but I'm trying to liken it to the same thing too.
Obviously, now I could just evolution will take place now. What do they call that thing that they say from monkey to human beings that we
the evolution only.
Yeah. It's not take place. Our neck will not turn to something else,
bro.
Even this one that streamers
Sarah showed me. Yeah, he showed me like last week.
Oh, last week.
Yeah.
I want to listen since.
Funny enough, like he just showed me. I wanted to say it now. Then he mentioned it that the headphones streamers, gives them a temporary
or whatever streamers, whatever.
That's insane. Well, there's another thing that Twitter does I like as well, and it's community notes where somebody can just come and tell a stupid lie.
You told me that.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I think I said the last episode as well. Yeah.
Oh, isn't the episode? I think you told me when you were explaining something to me. I don't know if you told this in the episode. Right?
But there's something I don't understand. Twitter has ads. You're flooding our timeline with ads, and then some of those ads are scams. So you now come and put a community note, but I guess it's not Twitter. I think it's people that request or maybe create the community notes. I don't think maybe it's Twitter. I'm not sure, but I saw this recently. There's an ad, but that ad links to a scam. So you now see a community note under the ad saying this ad is a scam. It is kiniko. So why did you put the ad there in the first place?
Don't they pay to do ads?
Isn't there supposed to be a review process? Should anybody just pay for ads?
What I tell you now? Greed is everything. That's where the world is going, the way it's going. It's all about God. Trying to like look out for yourself and yourself alone.
I see. So moving further about algorithms, because algorithms is like the backbone of social media now. Like the more you like when the beef happened, Kendrick and Drake. I was like throughout that entire time, I don't know, maybe it's just because it was a very popular thing, but everything I was seeing on my timeline was Kendrick and Drake because I was engaging with it.
I said Kendrick and Lamar.
Kendrick and Lamar.
And the funniest part is I wasn't engaging. No, I don't think it's
that means it was just popular.
Because I wasn't engaging with it. Whenever I see someone, I just scroll past.
I engage with it, and there was nothing else on my Twitter.
But Drake and this is on TikTok for me. But I kept seeing it.
But was it like everything you were saying, was it?
Not like everything, but I kept like when I'm scrolling, you know how you scroll one or two, you see it again, you
Me,
see it again.
every single thing
I know me, not
was
every single
Kendrick and
thing.
Drake, and I don't think that makes sense, because if you are saying that maybe the more I engage with something, then it takes over my entire timeline, you're forcing me into a
So why,
bubble
why,
now.
why should I want to only see one
Exactly.
particular
Why
thing?
is that the whole point of social media? It makes no sense. So there needs to be some, but this is not a designer's problem. There needs to be some things done to platforms. Then there's also if the platform can promote wow, if the platform can promote positive content, but nowadays it's only bad news, bad things that travel fast. But
No,
if the
nowadays, right
algorithm
from
can,
time, we always had that
no, on my
bad
Twitter
news. No,
before.
not what I'm trying to say is that right from time, we always had that
Okay.
bad news sales.
It sells, yeah,
That's
it
always been
actually
like a
sells.
word,
In
and people
media
are,
in general, yeah.
yeah, and people are always
In
like
media.
promoting it more and more.
This one seems like this is the user's responsibility, Sha, to now, which is what I think we said last time, that you have to populate your own social media with good things. You have to seek out helpful content, so not every time different kind of dark things that will make your mood bad and stuff. Then I think
Yeah.
the social media platforms too, if they can make their algorithms more transparent, if they can explain, maybe if they can have a way to just, maybe if their documentation or something, maybe it is, but something that is
Think
user friendly and not developer friendly alone.
yeah, I think people actually have to like do classes for this. For instance,
No, they should make it easy
well, I'm
enough.
coming to
Yeah.
learn it, right? After I've learned it, the next month it have changed
Have
because
you?
the algorithm keeps changing. That's why people are always
No,
finding it a
no, I
bit
mean like
difficult.
maybe a way to, because there's something like this on Instagram, which is a good thing. I think that should be mentioned. Maybe I said it before, I don't remember. Where if you go on that explore page, you can decide that you can say you can see why you are seeing this post. So they will show you why you're actually seeing the post. Maybe because your follower liked it, or because you searched for something. Yeah, you can see if you go to your explore page. You can also see I'm not interested or I'm interested. You can see no interest. I'm not interested in this. Don't bring this rubbish to my timeline again. And you can press it and you won't see it again. There's stuff like that.
But I have it in TikTok. Not
Uh,
interested. Yeah.
there's also something like that too on Twitter, where you can say I'm not in this post, is not relevant, it's not credible,
But I
I
don't
don't
trust
like
that.
it. I swear, me too, I don't trust it,
Do
because
you
I
know
still
why?
they see this nonsense.
That's what I want to
I
say.
still they
There's
see
some particular ads I honestly hate. I don't know what it's about though on TikTok.
Is an
But
ad.
yeah, I
Ads now.
honestly hate it.
They will always bring ads.
I from the beginning, I don't know what you're talking about, but I hate that beginning already. So I've
What are
said
they selling?
that's what I don't even know. But just say like I just like don't like it.
Oh
So now
God.
I've said not interested on that thing many times. It will stop for some for a to stop for a day or two, whatever. Later on to start again.
I think that one is because
So
of
that means
ads. If it was like normal post, maybe it will answer. But ads, ads is like course. It will follow you everywhere. Like it's crazy. You keep seeing it.
okay.
So basically, that's all I had to. I have to say, Sha, on maybe designers making solutions and stuff. So, do you have any other thing you'd like to?
So I
Okay.
think that when it comes for my own roundup, whatever, I think that when it comes to these privacy issues, I don't think, unlike other issues that we've been discussing, I don't think the majority of the burden lies on the designers in this point.
Nah, at
Yeah,
all.
because I think what is causing all this issue is, like I said, is just greed. That's what. That's from my perspective. That's what I see.
Greed.
It's just greed. That's why some of these things you're talking about, I don't see it changing in the nearest future because they just want to keep, for instance, keeping you addicted and all that. So not
That's true, Sha.
to sound like a broken record, but that's just what I think.
No, that's the end, long and short of the story. So there's only much we can say
Yeah.
until somebody just, maybe people start protesting, because we are addicted to this thing and it's ruining people's lives for real.
Even the
There has
people
to
are
be a real
protesting, but
revolution.
still,
There has to be a real revolution actually,
that's the way.
because now. But it's good, Sha, for designers to start tinkering around how to redesign these things, how to make all this privacy data, all those information, how to make it more interactive, how to make it more understandable, intuitive for regular users that don't really know about we
Yeah.
as designers now, we're used to all these oh, this is a tooltip, this is a pop-up, this is a model. Like users, normal users they just want to get what they want to get.
That's
So they are
it.
not thinking about
Yeah.
privacy. So designers should start. We can start too, Sha. Me and you.
Mm-hmm.
We can start. So anyhow, we'll see you next week or next time.
Yeah.
Bye.